Okay, let's stay in this zone then and go to Many Roads to Heaven.
Many roads? It is.
Innocence, look around. Is nothing sacred anymore?
Okay, now you were in an old war in another life, I think. And your loved one,
Yes.
she didn't want you to go to that freaking war, and there's somehow you just.
All my buddies were going. Like, come on.
See? And you just had to go, didn't you? And that's the story.
Oh, that's the story. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And there's probably some regret in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I probably got killed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That was like,
Yeah.
what was I thinking?
Don't count on their history. It's just where the blood begins. Could there be many roads to heaven?
This song is inspired by a lot of stuff. Not only the war within yourself, which I hope everybody else has, not just me, but no, it was kind of based upon kind of this movie story I have in my head about a war, and the fact that it's a lot of the time over religion, and I just think that people should just be understanding of other people's religion and not think that theirs is the big one.
I heard them calling out my name. Drum is beating through my veins.
So anyway, this war began, and the guy ended up going to war, and the woman thought, hey, you know, we don't believe in all this shit anyway, so why don't you just skip it? And but he heard the drums calling, and his, just like Dale said, his buddies were going. And you just feel like you have to do something for your country or whatever, even though you're not really totally believing it. So, and you go and get killed. Well, you know, I can listen to what they say and about their religion and say, okay, yes, that's all great. But I don't like it when people are just like, oh, he's an idiot because they're going to hell because they're not believing in this certain thing, and it drives me crazy. There's some people that I know that are like that.
Yeah, I know not to ask this guy.
Even
we'll
atheists, even atheists,
we'll be here
their
forever.
Their religion is being like believing so much that there's not a God. I have this.
Really.
Okay.
You just don't get stuck over it. I find religion and sausages are really very close. It's like mixed together and
greasy.
packaged and.
Yeah.
Now, the Buddha figure, it's like that of the Christ. Of course, 500 years earlier, you could match those two traditions right down the line, even to the characters of their apostles or their monks. Christ, now there's a perfectly good hero deed formula represented there, and he undergoes 3 temptations in the desert. The Buddha also undergoes 3 temptations. They're not the same temptations, but they are 3 temptations. And then both of these men come back, and they choose disciples who help them establish a new way of consciousness in terms of what they have discovered there. Moses, the Buddha, Christ, Muhammad literally, and we know this about him.
Oh, Campbell, he made this great DVD, and he studied all the religions, and he showed how they're all basically the same, and they all have the death and the rebirth and the good guy, and the main commandments, as we call it, are all basically the same. So why don't we all just get along?
What will be done? What is for?